going on. So, I got some time to spare, so I decided to do a live stream and talk about tomorrow's event or talk about the fight going on tomorrow with David Benavidez, um, and and Demetrius Andrade, and then basically talk about uh, Jerm- Jermal Charlo not making weight. Um, it's just one of them situations with the Charlo brothers. They just ain't had a very good year. And you just got, hey, what's going on, bro? Yeah, a lot of people believe that Jamal was looking for a way out of this fight, and they was hoping that Jose Benavidez would pull out of the fight. But Jose uh, Benavidez basically had a clause in the contract that if he didn't make weight, that they had to pay him somewhere between $50,000 to $100,000 for every pound that he came in overweight, and he basically was almost 4 pounds overweight. So basically, you're looking at possibly an extra $300,000 that Jose Benavidez is going to make. So I don't blame him for pulling out of the fight, not pulling out of the fight, excuse me, because he's like, okay, well, you know what, win, lose, or draw, I still make an extra 300 racks. Um, I'm not trying to say that I'm happy that this situation is going on with the Charlos, but you just looking at the situation with them and you just like shaking your head because, like I said, when it rains, it pours. You look at what happened with Jamal, where he basically got the taste slapped out of his mouth by Caleb Plant. He refused to do anything. Um, his brother didn't ride for him, but yet his brother is always threatening, black athletes or black boxers, always talking tough to black athletes. And I think that's kind of one of the reasons why a lot of people got turned off to Shakur Stevenson. And I'm gonna say this: I like Shakur Stevenson. I don't agree with some of the stuff he said, just like I didn't agree with him when he sat up there and it was basically kind of like I thought was a little bit of disingenuous grandstanding versus Devin Haney. When Devin Haney beat Lomachenko, in which Devin Haney beat Lomachenko. And then, Shakur Stevenson turns around and just has a complete off night, whatever you want to call it. And then Shakur Stevenson, instead of him just owning up to the fact that he didn't put on a good performance along with Edwin De Los Santos, he lashes out at everybody and say the world is against me, and he wants to put this um, fake chip on his shoulder that he shouldn't have, that basically he caused. So that's just basically the bottom line. And like I said before, it's just tough love. If I seen Shakur Stevenson, I'll tell him what the problem is. He just need to immediately get back in the ring and just say, hey, I'll run it back with the dude and come in there more determined. At the end of the day, we know he's a defensive specialist, but at the same time, this ain't the days of Willie Pep. And keep in mind, he don't look like Willie Pep. We all know what Willie Pep looked like. And he definitely didn't look like Shakur Stevenson. You know, it's cool to display your genius as far as being defensively sound and not being able to get hit. But the problem was you didn't initiate any offense as well. I mean, it take two to tango. Both of them stunk up the joint. So De Los Santos, I blame him just as much as I blame Shakur Stevenson. But at the same time, you just had a bunch of dudes that was against Shakur Stevenson anyway, and a bunch of nut hugging fanboys who are aligned with certain people. So they feel like, okay, well, this dude give me access. So basically, I'm gonna show more support to this dude versus the other dude because I don't really talk to him, and you know so I have more access to the other dude. So that's why I'm gonna show a little more, bias towards this dude, which I think is still the wrong way to go. Because at the end of the day, it's me being a media dude and a dude that actually goes out and covers these fights. Whether I'm cool with somebody or not, I still have to be objective when it comes to covering these fights, especially when I'm covering a fight pertaining to whoever the headliner is. I have to be objective, and that's just the honest to God truth. And one thing about me, I can say that I'm proud of myself that I didn't let people tell me who to root for like the whole time the whole Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence thing was going on. You know, like I said, there was a couple of people that got extremely upset with me because they wanted me to be an Errol Spence fanboy and an Errol Spence extremist. Instead of them just accepting it and respecting it, they acted like a goofy ass bitch ass nigga, which I kind of knew the dude was a bitch ass nigga anyway to begin with. Like, what dude gets mad because somebody, you know what I'm saying, tries to be neutral? But you know, at the end of the day, you know, I said what I said and I meant every word. So, you know, if you know, you know, you told a lie about some stuff when you saw me, and you know, everybody know you lying. But you know, it is what it is. But like I said, I just hope Shakur can bounce back. Shakur gonna have to learn how to have thicker skin and not lash out at the media and the fans, because here's the thing: when you say you don't give a damn about the fans, well, um the fans help boost your value and your worth, you know. So you shouldn't say F the fans and I don't fight for fans, because guess what? If nobody comes to see your fights, well, guess what? Your value goes down, and then you can't demand certain money for certain fights. So I think somebody like Shakur would want to be inclined not to say stuff like that. At the end of the day, he could bounce back. He had a bad night, and he just need to accept it. And he need to look at himself and the other person that was on the opposite side of the ring with him. I'm not putting this all on Shakur Stevenson like a lot of these other hating ass niggas was doing, because like I told you, I don't follow no script. Just don't. Refuse to do it. I don't have no boss. Just like I don't have no boss and I don't have no allegiance to the PBC and some of these fighters. And I'm gonna just keep it. 100. At the end of the day, if a lot of people are not feeling sorry for the Charlo brothers, and this is what I'm trying to say to Shakur Stevenson, don't get to the point to where nobody cares about you, where nobody wants to pay to see money for you to fight. You know, and that's just the bottom line. Don't sit up there and say, you know, screw your fans and I don't fight for the fans. And, you know, when everything is going good, you say it's good to talk to you, and you know what I'm saying, you like the media, but then when they critique and just criticize the outcome of the fight, you saying, oh, screw you guys, you don't know nothing about boxing. Listen, I was at the fight. Y'all know I was at the fight. I covered the fight. Listen, like I said, I'd never been to an event where it was so bad where I had to wake up the security. Now I know somebody gonna take this audio eventually that's listening to this video that don't like Shakur, but if you do use this audio, you better give me a shout out and say courtesy of my channel, or I will flag your shit for real. And that's just real talk, you know. Or at least say you know, give me a shout out and say you using it under the fair use. I mean, come on, man, don't be like that. So, you know, um, nevertheless, that's what he got to do. Just gotta, just gotta bounce back, you know. But I'm just keeping it 100. I had to wake up like two security guards. They were falling asleep, standing up. They were media members that were asleep. That's how bad it was. You know, that's just how bad it was. You know, so um, like I said, he need to just tell Bob Arum that he want to get back in the ring as soon as possible, and he need to basically just redeem himself, and that's all he got to do is just redeem himself for a poor outing. And I know guys like Bud is taking up for him and that kind of stuff, and Tim Bradley. I understand that. I understand that. Where you have some boxers just telling the truth. It just was a bad outing, you know, and he can redeem himself. But the reason why I'm saying this to Shakur, and I know Shakur watches my channel, you know I mess with you, Shakur, but like I say, you just got to own up to it. You know, you just had a bad night. You can't point the finger at nobody but yourself. Just figure out what you need to do next, and then you will be all right. But don't sit up there and say F the fans and F the media and all this kind of stuff. because at the end of the day, your fans decide what your value is. Like I said, if you keep getting put in arenas, in full-fledged basketball arenas and stuff, and you only selling 5,000-6,000 tickets, well, then guess what? They're gonna want to put you in smaller venues. You go from fighting in arenas to you fighting in conference rooms and ballrooms and all that kind of stuff. So, don't alienate your fans. And that's just the bottom line. Do not be like the Charlo brothers, to where people just don't like you, and people just don't like the Charlo brothers. And if people don't like them, they have nobody to blame but themselves for how they treated people, and particularly people from their own community. And they were sitting up here sucking up to these non-black media outlets, disrespecting black media members, and everybody wasn't against them. You sitting up riding Ellie Setback in the car, Jermail, that is, sitting up talking about somebody jealous of Ellie Setback and we broke and all this kind of stuff. Like, for real. I'm gonna say this again: ain't nobody jealous of Ellie Setback. What is there to be jealous of? I don't have no problem, for the most part, with Ellie Setback. I don't like how he's handling this situation with Bill Haney, but for the most part, I really don't have a problem with Ellie Setback. But to just hear him doing that, and then he's sitting up there. One thing that a black fighter should not do, and this is the honest to God truth, I'm just gonna be the one to say this stuff. When I see these black fighters that are black, that have a black mama and a black daddy, sitting up here wearing Mexican apparel and stuff to the ring and stuff, like Floyd Mayweather did and Tank Davis did, that's just so disingenuous, and it's fake, and it's offensive, not only to black people but to the other people. I would never do that. But at the end of the day, you always have people that try to shame black people for being proud of being black. But as I said before, that will not work on my channel. Ain't no motherfucker that is not black gonna try to make me feel guilty about being proud of being black. The same way you celebrate your lineage and your heritage, I'm gonna do it with me. If you other niggas is afraid to do it and you worried about backlash and who you might make upset, then the joke's on you, and then you are a coon. You are a coon. You are a handkerchief head. You are a sellout. I'm just keeping it 100. What the fuck it look like me being worried about what some Mexican or some Asian or some white person think about me being proud to be black? Just because I'm proud to be black doesn't mean that I'm anti whatever. And like I said before, that was the problem with the Charlo brothers. Like I said, and a lot of these boxers be doing. And the problem that I had with Shakur Stevenson be talking greasy to other black fighters. But like, here's the thing where people say they want to emulate Floyd. Say what you want to say about Floyd. Floyd was disrespectful. I could say this much. Floyd didn't see color when it came to disrespecting his opponent. Because he'd disrespect a black opponent. He'd disrespect a white opponent. He'd disrespect a Mexican opponent. He didn't give a damn. So I will give Floyd credit for that. He wasn't all timid when it came to these non-black fighters, but then you got all the smoke in the world for black fighters. And that's the problem that Shakur Stevenson, I'm trying to keep him from going down that path, because it's going to backfire on him. Say what you want to say about Devin Haney. At least he kept it 100 when he said, I can't see myself losing to a white boy. Me, myself, he shouldn't apologize. Because you hear people say stuff about black fighters all the time, how we fight. You see these trolls come on the channel and try to disrespect black content creators on their own platform. But I promise you won't do it here. This is one everybody knows me. You know not to come on my channel doing that with me. Because if you get disrespectful, I can get 2 times disrespectful. And see, that's the difference between me and these other dudes. I'm not sitting up here trying to minimize, and water down what I have to say. I say strictly what's on my damn mind. If I have to ether a non-black fighter, I'll do it. If I have to ether a black fighter, I'll do it. Because one thing about me, you can't go into this, being timid and worried about who gonna be mad. I've been holding back on the Charlos for a while. Like I said, if people don't like them, that's on that. that's on them. And they did it to themselves. Both of them did, for being standoff with the media. Like I said, sitting up there, always trying to swole up on black media and stuff. Always sitting up talking about who you with? Oh, I don't mess with y'all. Oh, I don't fuck with y'all. Well, guess what? We don't fuck with y'all. And you seeing the end results. Ain't nobody riding with y'all. And that's what I'm trying to tell young Shakur. Don't be like that, man. Shakur, for real, don't go that route. Like, on the real, I'm keeping it 100. Come on, man. You know that was bogus when you said Tyson Fury could beat Muhammad Ali. No, he couldn't. And I wouldn't even say that if I did believe it. I would never say nothing like that. Because at the end of the day, these same people that you was trying to please, look how they talking about you. They talking about you just as bad as the people, you know what I'm saying, the people from your own community, if not worse. But they've been talking bad about you. So you get no, you know what I'm saying? You don't gain nothing out of pandering to people. And that's just real talk. You get nothing out of pandering, and that's why I decided not to pander. And I wasn't gonna do it because it backfired. Like all these people that sit up here and be making these videos talking about black content creators on a regular basis. Look, at the end of the day, I know what some of these dudes be doing. I don't like it. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to constantly keep making videos talking about these dudes. Like one dude and a few dudes, all they do is make videos talking about the LDBC. At the end of the day, if you don't like the LDBC, why you keep making videos about them? If you say they on the decline, well, why you keep making videos about them? Why you keep talking about them? Why you keep bringing them up? And I'm going to say this once again. I'm affiliated with the LDBC. A lot of them dudes I'm cool with. They're my peoples. But I'm going to say this once again. I'm my own entity. And it's some people in the LDBC. I'm going to make it very clear. I don't like some of them. Just like some of them don't like me. But that's fine. Just if you see me in person, just, keep your distance. Because I will defend myself. And that goes for anybody. So I'm just saying, this is what a lot of these dudes be doing. I done seen this and I know the play and stuff. I'm just saying, these dudes that sit up here and be talking about somebody is broke and all this stuff, like goofy ass Fred. Like, and I gotta say this to goofy ass Fred. Fred, you be making your little innuendos about your money and stuff. Fred, let me explain something to you, bro. Nobody broke, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't live in no damn apartment. Oh, and another thing, if you was referring to me about your little sneaker remark, first of all, my son, if something happens to me, he gonna be very well taken care of. You know what I'm saying? That's real. So since you know what I'm saying, the difference between me and you, I don't have to brag about what I got or what I'm doing. That's how you could tell you ain't nobody that ain't never had nothing. So, and the difference between me and you, when you were sitting up talking about you go to $100 a month private gym, first of all, there's no such thing as a private gym. If you pay to be in there, that means you have membership. No, the thing is, we all know the play. The real reason why you don't go to, see, the thing is with me, I can go to Planet Fitness or anytime, or I can go to 24-hour fitness, because at the end of the day, I'm not looking over my shoulder and I'm not worried about anybody running up on me and trying to beat my ass. See, that's the difference between me and you. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You may have other people fooled, but I know exactly why you distance yourself, because you worried that somebody is going to whoop your ass. And at the end of the day, you a hypocrite. You're a walking hypocrisy. But that ain't for me. At the end of the day, I know what a fraud barber bitch conversation is. I seen the receipts. And I know what you tried to do to me behind the scenes. So like I said, you fake hoe. What's up? Shout out to my guy, World Combat Sports. But like I said, the whole thing is with the Charlo brothers, they brought this on themselves. They brought it on themselves. They have nobody to blame. One thing I can't stand is niggas that get on here, especially and I'm just gonna say this, these black boxers, man, at the end of the day, man, they gonna have to have thicker skin, man. And that's real. That's the difference between them and some of these and the non-black fighters. They don't sit up there and take everything personal, and they think everybody is supposed to kiss their ass. Listen, man, I ain't no hoe, man, and y'all ain't no pimps. So you not blessing me by letting me talk to you, and that's just real talk. And you got to stop thinking. They got to stop thinking that way. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna say this again. I'm gonna say this to all you boxers, man. Stop talking all this street stuff, man, because at the end of the day, how many times I gotta tell y'all don't know where we come from. You don't know what we used to do before we got into covering boxing or before we got into doing the media thing. You don't know our background. And the thing is, I ain't gonna tell you my background. Now, the people that I'm cool with know what's up with me. So when you be sitting up here threatening people and talk about you gonna slap people and all this kind of stuff, what makes you think you gonna fucking slap me? And that's all I'm gonna say. What makes you think you gonna slap me? What makes you think I'm not gonna fight back? What makes you think I don't got you know what I'm saying? What makes you think that I don't know people? For all you know, I could be the people. And you know who the people are. So I'm just saying, man. I'm seeing these boxers and stuff trying to act like they come from the streets and all this kind of stuff. Like, man, just stop it, man. You a damn boxer, man. Stop it. That's one of the things that then crippled our community too. This whole thing with the streets and the suburbs and all this stuff. I'm gonna say this once again. Ain't nothing wrong if you a brother that grew up with money. Ain't nothing wrong if your parents put you in a situation to where you didn't have to want for nothing. That doesn't make you any less blacker. And on the flip side, okay, that's just real talk. Just because you know what I'm saying, you struggled and your parents struggled and stuff, but if you found a way to better yourself and better the people around you, then good for you. Blackness isn't defined by where you come from, and I think that's a slippery slope, and I think we got to get out of that stuff, and that be pissing me off because that's one of the reasons why I got pissed off with the whole thing with, these dudes talking about, well, Devin Haney, grew up in Henderson and all this kind of stuff, and he didn't get it from the mud. Let me explain something to you, and this is just real talk. For the people, because I'll be seeing this little goofy ass Hispanic dude. I'm not gonna say his name because I don't like giving people free publicity. I don't give nobody free publicity. First of all, let me explain something to you. You don't get to say, and you other dudes, if you Tank fans, that's fine. I'm a Tank fan too. I'm a Tank fan. Everybody knows I mess with Tank. But here's the thing. For all this stuff about, oh, well, Devin Haney, he shouldn't be claiming Oakland, and he grew up in Henderson and he ain't really from Oakland. Well, first of all, if you ain't from Oakland, don't speak on Oakland. I'm from Oakland. Born and raised. Highland Hospital. Over on 14th Ave. Splitting Funktown and the Dubs. So, as that song by Vail go, I'm really from Oakland, though. So if the niggas from Oakland don't have a problem with Devin embracing Oakland, then how some out-of-towner gonna sit up there and tell Devin where he from? You just like these goofy internet niggas that don't be from Los Angeles or don't be from New York or something and be sitting up, oh, Snoop ain't a real Crip and all that kind of stuff. Well, you know what? The niggas in Long Beach say he is. So how some dude that's, talking some dude in Alabama that ain't never set foot in California or Long Beach sitting up determining whether somebody really from somewhere or something? You sound stupid. That's like me that's like me sitting up saying, oh, well, T.I., he ain't really from Atlanta or whatever, man. I'm just saying, I don't speak on other cities that I'm not from. That's like me saying, oh, Meek Mill ain't really from Philly. Well, the niggas from Philly say he from there. So that's what I'm saying. So if Oakland claims Devin Haney, which we want to, which we chose to, then why are you worried about it? The town claimed Devin. The niggas from Oakland claimed Devin and Bill. So now what? So you sound stupid speaking on the city, especially if you ain't never set foot in Oakland. How you gonna speak on something that you ain't never set foot here? You dudes sound stupid. You sound stupid. So, I had to put that out there. I done visited other cities, but at the same time, I don't sit up there and say, well, whether somebody really from this place or really from that place, oh, they can't claim this place. You internet niggas is something else. Like I said, if you ain't never set foot in Oakland, don't speak on Oakland. That's real talk. How a nigga that ain't never set foot in Oakland gonna tell somebody that they can't claim Oakland? So that's real. I just wanted to get that out there. I just wanted to shut some people down. Now, so anyway, like I said, getting back to the Charlo brothers, what else is new? Like I say, Jamal looks terrible. He looks unprofessional. He looks unprepared. He looked like he just not in a position to fight. And that poses another question. Why are you trying to fight? Because obviously you did not care about making weight. Okay, you guys, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Okay, hold on 1 second. Hold on. Now, sorry about that. TB too loud. Now, I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret, and this is how bad it is. Okay, for the most part, I'm gonna keep it 100. As you guys know, I cover boxing. For the most part, these fighters, when they do the weigh-in where the fans and stuff and people is there, they really do the weigh-in in the morning. Okay, they really do it in the morning. So when they have the stuff with the scales and all that stuff, and they have that's really what they weighed in the morning. So it's all, gimmickry and all that kind of stuff. So obviously Jamal obviously didn't make weight in the morning. And then for him to basically try again and then come back even heavier, okay, that just says a lot. To me, a lot of people believe he was looking for a way out of this fight. Maybe he was looking for a way out of this fight. My thing is, don't fight because you're trying to get a paycheck and all that kind of stuff. Don't fight if your mind ain't really into it. Because at the end of the day, you going in there throwing punches and trying to dodge punches. This is a hurt business. We all know one wrong punch could lead to your demise, either permanent damage or you being out of here. Now, I know Apollo Creed got fictionally, taken off the map, but at the end of the day, it can happen. Sergey Kovalov, actually took somebody out. So it can happen. It happens all the time. This is a dangerous thing. And like I said, if his mind isn't in it, he should have pulled out of the fight. And I don't understand why they making this dude fight if he unprepared. And obviously he doesn't seem like he's prepared to fight. I mean, come on, man. He missed weight by like 3 pounds. He missed weight by 3 pounds. Did that seem like a dude that was prepared? I mean, what did he do the first time he didn't make weight? What did he do? Did he did he eat I don't know, did he eat a Krispy Kreme or something? I mean, did he eat a hamburger? What? So I'm just saying. It's been a bad year for the Charlo brothers. One, they've been, in between. Them dudes ain't fought in together a combination in like 3 years. It's been over a year since Jamel had fought, and then based off how he performed, he should have took another year off because basically he went in there and did next to nothing versus Canelo. Didn't even really put forth an effort, and then he was talking all this stuff. And this is why people don't respect him and go sit up there and have the audacity to sit up there and try to ask and try to insinuate where's the support from the black community when this is the same dude that pissed on the black community, thumbed his nose up at the black community, and gave his finger to the black community. But then he sit up talking about he do it for the culture, man. What culture are you talking about? What culture are you talking about, bruh? He showed me all he needed to. He showed me all I needed to know about him when he sat up there and he listen. And I'm gonna say this: Whether you like blue blood sports or not, at the end of the day, he didn't have no business sitting up there saying he's gonna threaten to slap blue blood. He said, I mean, for real. I'm just saying that was just really weak. Like, bro, for real, man, you threatened like somebody in the media, dude. Come on, man. Like, stop it. You should like I said, that even make it worse that you sat up there, you let Caleb Plant slap the taste out your mouth and you didn't do nothing. You just sat up there and walked out of there, walked out of the walked out of the arena like somebody just took your chocolate milk at lunch, bro. So come on, bro. You made Caleb Plant look like a G, man. For real. You gave him the imaginary street cred or whatever you want to call it. You got him pretty much a year's pass to the so-called barbecue. You damn near got Caleb Plant. You probably got Caleb Plant an N-word pass. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, man. You should have did. You should have did. So I don't give a damn if the security guard. I don't give a damn if the security guard was standing in front. I would have at least tried to act like I wanted to do. I mean, for real, I would have tried to at least go towards him. I'm like, man, come on, man. Everybody saw what happened. Everybody saw what happened. Then your brother sat up there. Oh, man, that's between them. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That ain't got nothing to do with me. But what did Deontay Wilder talking about Tyson Fury cheated him and had suspect gloves have to do with your black ass? What did that have to do with you? But you sure opened your big mouth and spoke on that. But then when you wouldn't get let into some gym, you was sitting up crying about racism. Oh, it's not about black. So like I said, then you sit up there sucking up to Canelo, talking about Viva La Mexico and all that stuff, man. I'm just going to be honest, man. That's so just fake. That's so fake. Listen, man, I'm from Oakland, California. I grew up around Mexicans, every race you could think of. But at the end of the day, man, I'm a black man. I'm a proud black man. Real talk. East Oakland, murder doves. That's real talk. I know I'm black. You won't ever hear me saying no bull like that. Because like I said before, I really do represent my people and I care about my people. At the end of the day, I have to call my people out when they be on some bull. And that's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. That was just unprofessional what Maul did, and he got to own up to that. But then again, another question need to be asked. Okay, why is Al Heyman making this dude fight if he know he ain't mentally there? Why is Al Heyman even like making this dude get in the ring? Because obviously Jamal ain't there. Now, the only reason why he may win the fight because of the size, he's naturally bigger than Jose Benavidez. Just naturally bigger. So that may be the reason why he win the fight. But at the end of the day, you never know. Jose Benavidez may throw the uppercut from hell. He may hit him with the uppercut from hell. He may hit him with something he don't see and put his lights out, but you never know. At the end of the day, they signed for a catchweight fight because the dude couldn't make 160. So they compromised at a catchweight of 163, plus the belt wasn't going to be on the line. And you still can't make weight. You still come in almost 4 pounds overweight. Still come in 4 pounds overweight. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. That was just bad. That was just a bad look. Now I know Floyd didn't make weight. I know Floyd didn't make weight when he fought Marquez many moons ago. I think he was overweight by 2 pounds or whatever the case. But you talking about almost 4 pounds. And then he technically came in 4 pounds overweight the second time they weighed him totally. So bad look. Not a good look. Unprofessional. So I am going to be interested to see what happens tomorrow. Now, the main event, that's what I'm going to be looking forward to seeing. I think the main event, to me, I'm kind of like torn because it's really a judgment call. I don't think it's going to be easy for either fighter. I think David Benavidez is going to pose more problems for Demetrius Andrade than we think, and I think vice versa. Now, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but you know, I mean, I was right about Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. I knew Terrence Crawford was gonna stop Errol Spence. The only thing I was wrong about, I didn't think that Terrence Crawford was gonna dominate from beginning to end. I thought that Spence would win a couple of rounds, and I just think that Terrence Crawford would figure him out, and he would start picking them apart until he got the stoppage, or Errol Spence was eventually going to walk into something. But Terrence Crawford basically destroyed Errol Spence to the point to where you have all these new elaborate conspiracies on why Errol Spence got beat from pillar to post. You know, you got people making up stuff about now everybody is doctors now. Now everybody is talking about Errol Spence had a broken rib and all this stuff. Listen, man, listen. If Errol Spence didn't say it, if Derrick James didn't say it, then why should we have any reason to believe what some YouTubers are saying? Especially if you don't have a medical license. If you ain't no doctor, then don't sit up here trying to diagnose what happened. The diagnosis, what happened with Errol Spence, he got his ass whooped. And that's all it came down to. All this stuff about the weight, y'all wasn't crying about the weight when the fight was signed. Y'all had no problem with the weight when the fight was signed. You had no problem with the weight when they were doing a promotional tour. You had no problem with the weight when they did the final press tour. You had no problem with the weight when they did the weigh-in. But then all of a sudden, when the bell rings all the way up until the final bell rings and Terrence Crawford get his hand raised in a dominant performance, all of a sudden the excuses. You motherfuckers don't have no honor about yourself and no respect. I don't respect y'all because y'all full of excuses. I knew y'all wasn't going to be man and women of your word. I knew you wasn't going to go keep it 100 if Terrence Crawford won the fight. It was only if Errol Spence. Think, what if it was the other way around and Terrence Crawford got thoroughly dominated and people were making videos with these elaborate conspiracy? Oh, y'all sore losers. Oh, man, just accept the fact the better man won. Well, why can't y'all do it? Because y'all not the better man and women. Y'all are just fanboys and fangirls. And it just need to be said. Y'all ain't real boxing fans. Y'all fanboys and fangirls. Y'all stans. Y'all groupies. Like that song by Gina. Give me that groupie love. Give me that group. Y'all groupies. And you make it bad on everybody else that really try to get up on here and try to talk boxing and give boxing knowledge because they're fans of the sport. So, you know, that's just real. A lot of times y'all the problem. But we'll see tomorrow. Best of wishes, best of luck to Maul Charlo. But at the end of the day, if he don't have the backing and the fan support that he thinks he should have, or some people think he should have, they brought it on themselves. Don't come on here trying to talk that fake super militant power to the people, pro-black stuff to me, because, hey, when we tried it with them, they told us to back off. They was Viva La Mexico. They was the hell with the black stuff. They was screw power to the people. They was Viva La Mexico. And Viva La Mexico didn't give a damn about them. So there you have it. I said it. It's your boy Town. I'm out.